yes, oh yes, oh yes. Welcome to it. It is yet another Friday. It is 5:30 and you are joining us live on Eswatini TV for a spectacular episode of This Weekend Eswatini. Welcome once again, Babugela Makaya. Siyabonga kuhlanganyela nathi for choosing us this particular evening. We are here to serve you with nothing but the best of entertainment in and outside of the kingdom of Eswatini. My name is, of course, Belo_Nkosi on all social media platforms, but formerly known as Tabelo Dlamini, and I am here to kick it off in this new year again with my beautiful co-host.
Yebo. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of This Weekend Eswatini Eswatini TV. Now it is a Friday. It is officially the weekend. From 5:30 to 6:30 on Eswatini TV. Eswatini as they get to share their musical journey with us. We bring you gig guides and anything and everything else that you need to know about the intimate special Eswatini. A bit of international entertainment. If you want to know what's going down in the kingdom of Eswatini this weekend, Lalela, you are in the right place because me and Bello will be serving you all of that and more.
Of course, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. If you search for This Weekend Eswatini and of course Eswatini TV, you get to enjoy premium content that Eswatini TV brings you. And of course, everything you need to know that will be happening here on This Weekend Eswatini. And we also do update you on all the events that you can catch around the kingdom on the weekend on that very page. But we are back. We have cooked. We are back.
We are cooking every Friday.
New year. We are still serving them with New Year content. And in this week, all I can say, it is a very, very interesting episode because you know, food for the mind a bit and all they need to know to start up the new year. But
alrighty, yes, beautiful people of Eswatini sangabakhumbuta nje sangabukhona lana wena and uba ngathi no man yathi mina ngine event njengoba kuqala umnyaka kuphela kusatoqhuzelwana kuthiwe hayi man kutanak nanak and you wanna promote it lalela or on a music video lalela to hit us up on our social media platforms. So washo ke phela ukuthi it is This Weekend Eswatini on all social media platforms lalela. We will definitely hit you back lalela ke kuphekiwe ke njengoba Belo asho. We are always cooking each and every Friday to make sure that we serve you nothing but the best. Ngenjayela ke beautiful people of Eswatini, we do have a great line up. Namhlanje sigawuletiveni bathi mvukulenhle Belo igawuletiveni. CNI joins us on This Weekend Eswatini as we talk everything about his musical journey.
And of course, one of the most prominent people in the kingdom of Eswatini. We are talking mentorship. We are talking motivational speaking, marketing, social media management. I'm talking about none other than Nati Gule. He is here to unpack the year for us. You know, we need people who will give us so much insight on the year, and I feel like we have chosen the perfect candidate just for that.
And yes, of course, it is New Year, new music with Dallas Mtalangwa and Mavikado. But again, no man is getting a for 2024 with some new music. If you want to see that brand new music video, you better make sure that you stick around because this time they're saying, I'm a piano way, okay?
And of course, just lastly, we are joined by no one Spencer who joins us to unpack, continuing to unpack the Eswatini Creators Awards. You know, there are special things unfolding each and every week, so we need to give you all the updates.
Hi again, beautiful people of Eswatini. It is definitely going down for the next hour. All you have to do is just sit back, relax as we serve you nothing but the best of local and international entertainment. But you know the truth, beautiful people of Eswatini. It is music after music, good track after another good track. Hit after hit. He was definitely talking about us. So without wasting any time, as well as gonna shake it, it is the beautiful Mandisa Utsugera, Fault in the Stars. Please do enjoy.
Baby, can you wait? I just wanna take you back. Reminisce and feel the way I made you feel on the first day. So you when my tongue was tied, blew me off, yeah, you're a tide. Die for you, yeah, I will ride. Take me to the end
And if you just tuned in, you are still tuned into This Weekend Eswatini. And solo as promised, we did start off the year, we did say Happy New Year. We asked you to call in and tell us your New Year's resolutions. But I feel like this needed a bit of education before we start off the year. And who better than Natikule, who is, of course, a business mentor. He is a motivational speaker. He is in marketing. He is in every field that you could possibly imagine. But today he is here for all the right words that will go directly to your mind and stick for the rest of the year. Nati, welcome to This Weekend Eswatini.
Thank you so much for such a brilliant introduction. I feel so stoked up.
I'm actually the one who's stoked up. I mean, I'm gonna get to learn so much. Maybe this is what I needed to start my year.
Yeah, I'd just like to also say hello to the viewers at home. I couldn't have been at any other place this Friday. I feel so excited about it. Let's kick it off.
All righty. And as we've already said, I think this is going to be more of a motivational session.
Love it.
Okay, we started off the year about 12 days ago, 11 days ago now, and we need a bit of motivation as people. Where did you cross over this year? Where were you? And, people have themes for the year. I've already received mine at my church. We do have a theme for the year already.
Yeah.
First Sunday, that we're going to use for the rest of the year. But where were you? How did you cross over? And, of course, what is the theme for the year 2024?
Wow, thank you so much. I had an exciting crossover. I was in church. I've been in church for the past 7 years for crossovers,
all right.
Save for during COVID times.
Yeah.
But it's always the perfect way to start the year. And the theme, of course, that we got there was, it's actually going to speak to what we'll discuss today. Proverbs 16 verse 9. It speaks to how we plan, but then God establishes our steps.
Yeah.
So when you look at that, they were saying, most of the time we sit waiting for God to just fall and give us a direction. But they say when you start a year, you must have a plan.
Yeah.
And then God will then establish your steps and tell you, go via Eswatini TV, go via this place. And then God will show you, like as they always say, you can have the vision, but God will give you the provision.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a good way to really wake us up to say, we all have a responsibility in this life thing, in this new year, new me thing. We also have to play our part. And then secondly, there have been many themes we are hearing. In our church, for example, it's freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom in your relationships, freedom in your finances, freedom in every work area of your life. And it's a fresh sort of theme because we are alive and we're chasing our goals, but we're not really getting to the potential that was set out by God for us. I'm sorry, I'm going on a sermon.
No, it's fine. No, it's okay.
and it's a fantastic it's a fantastic theme.
Yeah.
And then my friend Peter Stolle called me on the 3rd of January and he said her theme for the year is finally.
Yeah.
She says it's finally. She says this is the year.
The year finally. Yeah.
So she says I'm passing that on to you. May this also be your final year.
Yes.
So also you watching, if you've been job searching and doing whatever, this is the year where you say, finally I got my job. Finally I started my business. Finally I got my love relationship.
Yeah.
Finally I got my house. This is that year.
All righty. And, just moving on, people have been faced with a lot of things in the year 2023. If I can tell you the number of times I actually bumped into someone who I say, I can't be we were channeled into that kind of mentality, especially towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
It was just challenging for almost everyone. That I can tell you.
Yeah.
But how can now people, you know, we're 12 days into the year, how can people make the best of the year 2024? You know, January, March, April, they're different seasons, different times. Even if umuntu akasebenzi, even if uqashiwe, khona lo qashiwe but usebentela lide, you know, type of thing. How can we make the best of this year? In those circumstances, of course.
Brilliant. I love that question. There was a guy who was preaching, or not actually singing at our church on crossover.
Yeah.
And then he said before he sings, he wants to give us this message.
Yeah.
He said, as you cross over, you must not carry over.
Yeah.
So that you can take over. So crossover
Okay.
without carryovers,
Yeah.
so you take over.
Yeah.
So I like how you're talking about all the stresses of 2023 and all the negativity surrounding every person's life.
Yeah.
But obviously, as human beings, we are keen to end up remembering the worst of the year. So to really step into 2024 with a lot of enthusiasm, and a lot of energy, you need to go back and look at the things that did go right.
Yeah.
And then build on from the things that did go right. And you also need to look into the fact that 2024 has already been dubbed a year of growth.
Yes.
It's a year of hope as well. So if it's written in the stars,
Definitely, yeah.
so they haven't termed this year as a year that is going to have hardships. After all, we've been through a lot of hardships already. So now the universe is conspiring for us to have a fantastic year. So if they believe it, we must believe it.
Yeah.
And then also, most importantly, we as human beings have this thing to say, I wonder how 2024 will treat me, how 2023 will treat me. We're giving the power to the year.
Yeah.
Yet we hold the power. We hold the power to plan the year. We hold the power to set a foundation using New Year's resolutions so that we don't make last year's mistakes.
Yeah.
We close the gaps where we can. We're not perfect. Out of
course.
30 mistakes we made last year, if we can close 5, we would have made progress. It's progress.
Even two, right?
So you're crossing over with 28 to 2025.
Yeah.
But that's huge progress. So that is very, very important for you to have those New Year's resolutions so that you create a foundation to springboard into the rest of the 12 months of the year.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of New Year's resolutions, you learn that we don't even need to learn. I mean, the year is a very, very long time, you know. 12 months is a very, very long time. People can even get discouraged along the way. Nakusaqala umnyaka ngathi hey ngathi sidle Red Bull sonke kuba ngathi nje we are all ready to soldier up, you know, and go into war. But you know, there are things that happen along the way. There's death, there's failing, there's retrenchment, there's financial losses, and often we make like New Year's resolutions like I want to get a new car this year, and then maybe in February I get it, but in March I lose it. If we make such goals, how can we make sure that we really do stick by them and feel fulfilled even though it doesn't come to pass till the following year? Because
100%. I think first and foremost, you need to accept the fact that this is a resolution is your personal goal, and you need to take responsibility for it. What happens most of the time is that we do not take, we take it as a by the way. We don't take it as a clear roadmap for my life.
Yeah.
So if you take it as a clear and critical roadmap of your life, then it will change how you view its importance of your life. And then secondly, you don't have to make 100 resolutions. Just make just specific resolution, like the SMART goal states. Make specific resolutions. And then secondly, you speak about dropping off. What normally helps with setting goals is that you also have goals that are quick wins. So for example, you say, I won't eat sweets this year because they're bad for my teeth. So as you start a week and you haven't eaten sweets, you're tracking it. And then you're ticking and you're saying, you know what, I'm making progress. And the more you're taking those quick wins, the more you're gaining strength to keep on moving. And then you then set up a posture that says, you know what, generally I'm a person who's able to achieve a goal I've set up.
Oh, yes.
So you start setting those easy ones, start winning them, then move over to the bigger ones.
Okay.
You know, and then that really
So
helps.
now ufuna imoto uqala ngelibicycle.
Along those lines.
Yeah.
So, but one thing I must say to the viewers is that resolutions are a very good way for you to take stock of yourself, your
Yeah.
brand, and also look at areas of self-improvement, self-development, self-growth. And all of these areas I've just counted, they count for what is called self-mastery.
Oh, yes.
And self-mastery is what you need. You need to first master Bello.
Yes.
Know who Bello is before you can try and master the world. So Stephen Covey says there's personal victory internally. So you fight with your goals, then you can fight with the real goals outside before you can get a public victory. So in terms of resolutions, when you're setting your goals for this year, Dave Ramsey, one of the motivational speakers out there, has listed 7 key areas that will make your 2024 great.
Yeah.
He says, I assure you, follow these 7, conquer them, and you'll have a great year. He says, conquer your spirituality.
Okay.
I love when you talk about spiritual themes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, conquer your spiritual, have a spiritual life. You know, have a relationship with God.
Oh, yes.
It helps you. You have morals. You have a no. You have a yes.
Belong somewhere.
You
Yeah.
belong somewhere.
Yeah.
And you've got a guide. You've got something that's telling you where to go, when to go, how to go. You can speak to yourself and to the spirit. And then have clear financial goals. We can
Yeah.
stand here and talk all we like about different goals. But if our finances are in tatters, it's not going to work. So just to set up and say, like, again, quick wins. You can start off, I was looking at my expenditure for Christmas. You can start off. you can,
Lasibona khona ukuthi imali.
but there's some progress you will see somewhere when you look at it. And then you can build on from there. Again, the
Yeah.
quick wins, you know. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And then career. What are your career goals for 2024?
Yeah.
You are a presenter, but would you like to go into production and be an
Yeah.
assistant production
Okay.
producer? You know, that's a goal to set off for 2024. You might not be a producer full on,
Yeah.
but at least just that you are assisting in a show,
Or learn something new.
you're learning
Yeah.
something new.
Yeah.
And then there's also intellectual. Intellectual just goes straight to, I was in where they were doing my t-shirts today. This guy was listening to motivational talks. And they were talking about Google, how Google was set up. And he's sitting there and
He's
consumed.
so yeah.
Yeah, and I was saying he's feeding his intellectual mind.
Yeah.
And he's setting himself up for a better year ahead. And that's very important. Read books, go on
Yeah,
the right
read.
podcasts, go to networking events. And
Yeah.
then fitness. Well, not for you, maybe for us.
I still keep fit. I still gym.
A healthy body, healthy
Yeah.
mind, healthy as well. I don't need to explain that. Family, make sure your family goals are okay, because if you're strained in the family, you
Yeah.
won't produce at work.
Yeah.
You won't produce in business. And social, community, how are you contributing to your community? Blessed is the
Yes.
giver than the one that
Than that
takes.
gives, yeah.
And then most importantly, be accountable. I think we won't go into smart goals. Let's just leave it there.
Alrighty, and you know, unfortunately, we're running out of time. There's a lot
A
that
lot
we
we've
wanted to unpack,
said.
and
Yeah.
of course, you know, talking into mostly right about now, I think the most critical people in the nation are, of course, the students that are going back to school. If you could just shortly, before you close it off, a word of motivation to all those lababuyele esikolweni for the year 2024. Some are starting next week. Some are going to tertiary for the very first time. What can you say to them quickly?
I think looking at all of them, from the small ones to
Yeah.
the great ones, from the really small ones all the way to tertiary.
Yeah.
I have 3 points. The first point is be disciplined.
Yeah.
With discipline, it just opens every door. You will never have a day where just stick to the rules.
Yeah.
They give you a prospectus at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Stick to that. And I'd just like to advise every student right now, start planning for the year, because if you fail to plan, if you plan to fail.
Yeah.
So you'll fail for the rest of the year. So now start with your 2 choir, writing on it. These are the points I want to be stronger in 2024.
Yeah.
So make yourself a priority, most importantly, under being disciplined. Ensure that you're organized and always be in touch with what matters to your education. And then the second point is very important, is manage your time wisely.
Of
Do
course.
not just stick around on TikTok. TikTok will go with you all the way, and you'll find yourself in a desert.
Yeah.
So run away as far as you can from TikTok in 2024, and you'll remember me next year to say, wow,
Are you
that
talking
guy
to me now?
that
It's
guy
okay.
saved my life.
Yeah.
Instead, channel the same energy on useful sites, and you'll go from a student who's number 20 to number 10 just by
Yeah.
this advice alone. And then last but not least, controversial one, it's cliche. It says choose your friends very wisely. I've listened to
Khetha abangani
I've listened to
bakho.
so many testimonies of people saying, you know what, I was a good child, but I met this group of students
Yeah.
and they took me on a journey that I can no longer come out of. So the boring ones, the boring friends at school, they're actually the ones that have the wisdom that will help you study. The ones that seem cool, they are the TikTok crew, and they will lead you astray. So those three ones, be disciplined, make sure you manage your time wisely, get to school on time, submit your homeworks on time, make sure that you just, time is of the essence, and use it wisely, don't use it on TikTok. And then last but not least, choose your friends wisely. You'll remember the guy with the NG t-shirt about that at the end of the year.
Of course. Thank you very much, Mr. NG. You know, that was very insightful. But Kebabule Makai, if you search for Nati Gule, I'm sure you can now match the face to the name on social media. You will get everything that you need. I'm sure he's a very humble man. And if you inbox him and you're like, hey, I've had a very challenging year. You know, some of us are creating vision boards. So you could probably get assistance on that. On the inbox. I don't know. That is not my problem. But otherwise, thank you so much, Nati, for joining. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us
for
once
having
again.
me. It's always a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
Eswatini.
let us move on over to another music video. We will be right back. Please do enjoy.
Uthando
I know you came outside for me to see that you're everything I wanted them to be. I can't. You got everything you want. You got everything you need. But you don't ever call me. You don't ever call me whenever I'm in need. You got everything you want. You got everything you need. But you don't ever call me. You don't ever call me whenever I'm in need. And I need you right about now. Need to make things right now.
But don't hurt that. They will hurt you.
I heard you question why you love me, girl, you know better. I ain't like them other niggas and you know better. And I don't wanna waste my time on you if you ain't really sure about the things you do. And I can't wait forever. I won't wait forever for you to make up your mind, no. I can't wait forever. I won't wait forever for you to make up your mind. You should just be honest, you know how much that it means. That you don't wanna do this, well at least just not with me. I don't wanna.
And yes, of course, beautiful people of Eswatini, you are still tuned into the #1 entertainment show in the Kingdom of Eswatini as we make sure to save you nothing for the best of local and international entertainment. Yes, local entertainment, but we also try to fuse in a bit of international entertainment because yes, it's no money. Eswatini, ahlale ate with everything that just screams entertainment. And with me via Zoom, beautiful people of Eswatini, Namuhla, we are doing exactly that. I am joined by a US-based artist, Lalela, from singing and his father's band to actually having his own successful solo career. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a true definition of creativity and never boxing yourself. I am talking about reggae. I am talking about pop music. I am talking about hip-hop. Listen, I can mention it all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is ZNI joining us right here on this weekend. Eswatini. ZNI, thank you so much for joining us and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
Alrighty. Now, you say you are born from a musical background. I mean, your dad and your brother are musical geniuses. And it kind of gives us a clue of where it all comes from. But is that really the case? And how would you say they influenced you into music?
Yeah, my father was definitely a musical icon from Zimbabwe. He was very influential in my musical journey. The first time I ever performed was with him in one of his bands, and I actually got my start playing marimbas. So, and I know you guys know what those are. Yeah, so that's basically how I got my start. You know, that's how my musical journey started, and then from there just evolved into what I'm doing now.
Alrighty, as someone who's international and living in the US, but when one listens to your music, one can tell that there's a bit of Africanicity in it. The Africanicity is still there. Will you say your roots kind of influences the type of music that you do?
100%. Being Zimbabwean American, I mean, I was born in the United States, but, most of my teenage years I lived in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So definitely, just that influence of African culture, African music being the first music I ever played and ever experienced, and then along just with, all the different types of musics that I was exposed to within, growing up and within the home as well.
Alrighty, as you've mentioned that you are singing in your father's band to actually having your own solo successful career, and you find that most artists, they limit themselves when it comes to the music genres, and you're one person who's like, you know what, I'm gonna experiment all this ish, okay? I am talking about hip-hop, reggae, pop music, and I'm interested in knowing why is that? Why so many genres?
So those are basically that's most of the music that I was, that I would listen to. You
Okay.
know, yeah, I'd be at home listening to, traditional Zimbabwean music, and then, turn around, listen to some, Bob Marley, listen to some hip hop. I'm just influenced by, different types of musics. And it shows in my style.
Definitely, it really does show. Now, before we talk more about your music, Z and I want us to talk about your mental health curiosity, because you're someone who's very invested in the mental health space, and I want to know, where does that stems from? Are you someone that kind of at some point struggled with mental illnesses here and there, or maybe someone close to you kind of struggled with it, and that is why it is so close to your heart?
Yeah, it's just something that's really been very, very close to my heart. Um, you know, just with everything that's going on in the world, and just with, a lot of the different types of uh you know, like anxiety, depression, and all these things. I've become a huge advocate to mental health awareness, and just ending the stigma around, and starting the conversation around mental health. I work with an organization called Work to Be Well out here in the United States, as well with Digital for Good, and these are all mental health platforms for youth. I'm more instrumental in the mental health awareness amongst youth, and just kind of, me myself, I was never diagnosed with a mental illness or anything like that, but yes, there have been people close to me that have been diagnosed with it. But it's just something that I'm passionate about, and like I said, it's something that we want to be able to, be able to have the conversation about, and be able to bring it to the forefront and spread awareness on it, to let people know that it's okay to not be okay sometimes, and if you need someone to talk to, that there's, if you need the help that you need, that there's resources out there.
Now, Z and I, you have just tapped into a whole new audience of the kingdom of Eswatini. Some people are watching you right now for the very first time, and they're saying, you know what, I am interested in hearing his music. Listen, your latest offering, Paradise. I want you to tell them Eswati what it's all about.
Yeah, so it's Adventure
Oh,
is the name of this.
adventure.
Oh no, it's fine. It's Paradise. I thought maybe you were talking about the video, because we literally shot it in Paradise.
Oh.
Yeah, we shot the video in Bali, Indonesia. It's basically a song about a spontaneous getaway with a love interest. It's just one of those things where, you with somebody that you vibe with, and you're just like, hey, let's just go here, let's just get away. We're just gonna go have some fun and just vibe out. But yeah, it's called Adventure. It was shot in Bali, Indonesia, and like I said, it's a song about a spontaneous getaway with a love interest in paradise.
Listen, Maswati are about to hear that song for the very first time right here on this weekend at Eswatini. And I know, because I've listened to the song, and I can say it's really good stuff in there. You definitely cook. And Maswati will definitely be wanting to hear more of your music. And Bafuna Wati with Norman, if they want to hear more of your music, where can they find it?
Yeah, so you can find me on ZNI Music, on basically we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, Apple Music. Whatever streaming platform that you guys use, man, we're there. All you gotta do is type in ZNI and you will find us.
ZNI, it
Oh,
is
oh,
the
also in the
beginning.
website. Sorry, let me go ahead and plug in the website while we're at it. ZNImusic.com as well, that they can go to.
Alrighty, it is the New Year, Z and I, and we want to know, because right now you definitely be having new fans from the Kingdom of Eswatini, and we want to know, what can we expect from you in the year of 2024?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, we got a lot coming up. Actually, right now, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I had a show last night, in Las Vegas at the EA Sports Arena. Hyper Sports. HyperX Sports Arena. Thank you. The HyperX Sports Arena last night. We were in Las Vegas at the Luxor Hotel. Yeah, we just got a lot of music dropping. You know, I'm working on new music. You can expect a lot of shows coming up, a lot of videos that we're going to start shooting again as well. But yeah, the best way to stay in contact and the best way to keep up with us is, you know, basically through the social platforms.
All right, TZ and I, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll definitely be on the lookout for new music, okay?
For sure. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to come out to Swahili and see you guys, you know, in
And
vibe.
we are definitely looking forward to hosting you. Hi, beautiful people of Eswatini. That was the US-based
Wait,
artist.
Swaziland, right? That's you
Yes.
guys. That's where you guys are. Swaziland, yeah. Can't wait to come out there and vibe with y'all.
Eswatini.
How do I say it?
Eswatini.
Okay. Eswatini.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, CNI, for joining us. Hey.
All right, thank you very much for having me.
Hi again, beautiful people of Eswatini. That was CNI all the way from the US. We're definitely breaking down his journey in music. Right about now, you are about to witness the lesikhuluma ngako ukuthi hayi mani le interview lenzeka ngakakhulungani asisimbone kusihlapha khuluma ngayo ingiyo yini la beautiful people of Eswatini. Right about now, about to play you the music video for ZNI Utigeyena Adventure. Please do enjoy.
I've been over here thinking that maybe we can do something different, something exciting. Are you ready for a mission? There's no planning. We can go with the feeling and make it our own getaway. There's no telling how long we will stay. Somewhere far we can both escape and live our best life, flexing. Baby, I got a question. Are you ready for adventure? Girl, come let me take you. Want to give your body pleasure. Pleasure you can't measure. How about 2 first-class tickets to wherever? We can fly Emirates, land in Abu Dhabi, or touchdown in Athens. It don't matter. Let's go exploring. Got me feeling in some kind of mood. Making memories is what I wanna do. Let's get lost in it. Is that cool? And live our best life, flexing. Baby, I got a question. Are you ready for adventure? Girl, come let me take you. Want to give your body pleasure. Pleasure you can't measure. I love it when we play. Can have it anyway, way. So baby, what you say. Are you ready to play? If you're ready for adventure.
Hey, what a beautiful time to be alive in the entertainment space. Baphetile, I can see that 2024 is going to be a good year for all of the artists in the Kingdom of Eswatini. And even outside of the Kingdom of Eswatini, they are bringing us premium content. But Baphetile, as we did it, sikhulumile mani, uyasitshela ukuthi senze njani to prepare ourselves for the year. When nje yini lungathi?
Please don't put me in the spot. Ngiyacela baba ngile makhaya. Cela nje akafaka spotlight stititite. But rather than that, beautiful people of Eswatini, you know one thing about life, Belo. One thing I've come to notice about life is that you can plan out your whole year that I want things to go like this and this and that. But at the end of the day, life does whatever it wants to do. And for me, it stresses me out when I get to December and I find that, okay, I only ticked maybe two things on the list. So for me, it's just like
as long as you tick something.
Wait, I'm just like, I'm taking each day as it comes. Don't ask me about my tomorrow. I don't know about my tomorrow. I'll see my tomorrow.
But all that matters is to remain positive.
Definitely.
Definitely. And that is where we are. We are still pushing positivity here on this weekend. Eswatini. As I said, different crew here, different crowd, and some more entertainment. It is Linz with Capella. Please to enjoy.
Ngiyathi kuthi nawe ufise njalo. Thatha kimi. Angufanele. Capella. Ngitayiphula inhlitiyo yakho. Utomthola lo munye. Lo tokuthanza kakhulu. Utaba ngcono kunami. Lalela. Khohlwa ngami. Lalela sithandwa sami. Bona angikufanele. Umosha sikhathi sakho. Hamba mfana gijima. Lendlela lo hamba ngayo tofika kabi ngicela ungethembe mfana nangithi angufaneli ngishiye ungakalendi liphutha ngenhlitiyo yakho ungakalendi liphutha And yes, of course, beautiful people of Eswatini, you are still tuned into the #1 entertainment show in the Kingdom of Eswatini as we make sure to serve you all the source of local entertainment. Lalela, ngithi New Year, new music. Dallas, Dalagwa, and Mavikado are back in studio with a brand new one. Lelanga says ngai tacklisha ngakwefunje sithi the prayer because it really seems like a spiritual song. But Lalela, beautiful people of Eswatini, they are definitely here to tell us more about that themselves. Guys, welcome back. Happy New Year. It's good to see you back. The fact that you are back, it means you guys are just like New Year, and we are definitely looking forward to getting more music from you guys this year.
Yeah, kukanjalo.
satoniletsela timbo letimnandi.
Hi, Kenya, different beautiful people of Eswatini. Now, guys, the last time you were here, you had dropped a music video, if I'm not mistaken. And I want to know, but how has the reception been like for you guys? Kuleyo ngoma bayithola kanjani babukele emakhaya le ngoma?
Le ngoma bayithola ka YouTube.
As in, how has the reception been like?
Okay.
The feedback, the reaction from the people kuleyo ngoma.
Ngibe honest, i-reaction yale ngoma yabadlala malume.
Yes.
Bantu bacanza siba la kangwana.
That deserves it.
Because umnetwa wangirepresenta eMpumalanga.
Okay.
So beka performa yetwana khona because beng busy.
Oh, okay.
So wonke bacanza
malume
Siyabodlala malume.
bekanjalo vele
But
sisters.
I'm glad because when you say money together, Ngoma, people are thinking it's out of Eswatini because you guys nalo little talent. Actually, nako konke that needs to take you guys far. But before sikhulume ke ngale offering yeni leisure, ngifuna sikhulume ngalo collaboration yeni man. Ngoba ngathi la nivela khona senivela kanye yini vele sekuhlale gaso skiphani.
Hayi njengoba ngasho uqala ukuthi Mavikado ngifuna ukuthi naye agcine a strong.
Okay.
Atimele. So ngeke singaname shini igama le group. Silike end Dallas and Mavikado.
Okay.
So abanye bathi yini ngasho ukuthi saleni bale igama le group is like eish kuseselikhulu.
Okay.
Yeah, ngumshana namalume.
All right. Lala malume nemshado now. Ngifuna sikhulume about ingoma yeni lensha. You were telling me of ukuthi it's basically a prayer for you guys. Ngifuna ningicocele ukuthi inspiration yini because to you guys it really sounds like it's something deep.
Yeah, okay, idlala malume ifike late kunetikuku. Ikuku iqale 2022.
Okay.
So lesigija nje sidumanyalo thina bese sivele sinako.
Kahle thina nyalo silanza lengale.
Yeah, sesilanza.
Siyayibuyisa manje.
Lena bekuyiprayer to shadlim. Lena nje saye recorda once azange sibhala phansi so vele it's spirit. So besithandaza ukuthi
sasivuka ngomoya la ngisho kanje.
Cela ukuthi abantu abajayive mara ngosi nathi siyacela phela siphumelele. By the way le ngoma besicela kente sonvene emasondo as rejecta ministers.
Okay.
Ngombe machikis but siyabonga madoda listen file demand akhaya.
But listen, other than that, music video when it came out beautifully, everything, the song is nice. So, ibihibe endlela asikhweshiseni eceleni. Ngifuna sikhulume ngalo music video in terms of kushoota kwayo, the setting, because I can see ukuthi it's all about dance. If awuphiwanga la in the dance floor like myself, awudzingakali lo music video lona.
Okay, kahle le video lena sizama kuvusa le dance la khaya eSwatini.
Okay.
Since siyibona ngazuthi seyilele phansi sizama ukuthi ba like le youth ibuye ngala ka dance ibuye
ingathathi itakata TikTok so sifuna nathi ku cause labaningi bantu ba dance invase South Africa.
Okay.
Kana South Africa nje ngadlala malume nababukela dlala malume etala besicabangela. So it's like umzansi uyaqabanga. So now sesidinga emaswati sabe nathi
asibambisa sinike le support la khaya. Hayi lokuthi sitawuthola.
Cause kunalenye letawuta futhi.
Oh, you're not here to play. Yeah.
Mara vele shout out to kwenu. Siyabonga director kwenu. Wena lo tela idea ukuthi yini singa bring back ebomajiva. Lama videos cause malabanye amave vele majiva bamthatha serious.
Definitely.
So yini nathi singabuyisile into leyo ngoba nathi sisuka khona vele.
Shout out to Gwen for pulling through for our local artists. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. But sifuna kwathi man ukuthi yini nokunye lokusebhodweni lesingakulenzela kini.
Le video lenye letako unengoma lensha feature Cool Kid, Cool Boy.
Okay.
He's a vocalist mayahlabela lo bhuti.
All right.
I hope nayo ndayijabulela yona ke senye emgroove sesingena emgrooveni edancing.
Oh, okay.
Pathini.
Oh, all
Pathini
right.
silosa lengoma.
Sesidlala impela namalume ke manje.
Sesiya enjoy sesiyalusina up.
All righty. Guys, ngicela nikhumbude babukele emakhaya sinabafuna music wenu. Bangawuthola kuphi nema social media platforms enu ukuthi abobani.
Okay, mina Mavikado umshokobezi ka Facebook.
Okay.
Yamfola. Yeah, naka Instagram Mavikado_Vinaki.
Bese mina ngudalasi mdala ngane Hilton ka Facebook.
Okay.
ka-Instagram Dallas Mdalangwane nje.
Okay.
Ngiloko phela esinawo kwanyalo.
Okay.
WhatsApp ke inombolo batathola ka-Facebook.
Yeah, mara nje nabafuna kubuka kahle le video bangene le ka YouTube.
Sicela ngosami.
Ikukusi Gija Somdala.
Sicela isupport ati kulukhuni wakhe amavideo ungabhukwa.
All right.
Yeah, lokho siyaqela abantu basibhuke kuze nalama video ato uchubeka abe
Definitely, I am in. I can get different beautiful people of Eswatini, and that was Dallas Mdalangwa and Mavikado. But hi, man, Babuke Makaya. Masabanga support wangini, but support wangubani. So do make sure that you check the music video. Nyatibonela man, that definitely starting 2024 on a bang. Basigabona new year, new music. Putse basa sanjalo jabaya show, but hi, man, lalela. Sasakngane logo. Satan in the Latimanga nitikame kame. All you have to do is to stay tuned right here on this Week at Eswatini, because we'll definitely bring you all of that entertainment. From myself, Papisika Mini, aka Thick B, aka Thickness with some cuteness, and the beautiful Belong Gosi. See, it's a good night and God bless. And right about now, as in Shinova, it is Dallas Mdalangwa and Mavikado playing for the very first time right here on this weekend as Eswatini. Please do enjoy and good night.
A young girl learns a rare gift amid tragedy and loss.
Can't be a coincidence.
She creates unbreakable relationships with those she cares about thanks to this gift.
The guy in love.
Follow Amy Fleming on her path of self-discovery and triumph as she overcomes adversity with the support of her family. Don't miss Heartland every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. on Eswatini TV. Sibuko Semaswati.